We've got some information that we're just learning of right now, and it's a little information about our two women from Kansas, Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley. It appears that they may have been found at this time. So I was going to do a TikTok video, and I figured I'd just come straight live here to talk to you guys about this, because we are just getting this information. I don't know how long. Lord, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my chat and get the information I need. Hold on here. There we go. Sorry about that. So it looks like there's a News Nation article that just dropped not too long ago, about, I don't know, within the last hour, that the police have recovered bodies in the search of the remains of the missing Kansas mom. Two moms were last seen March 30th. One woman was part of a bitter custody battle. 4 have been arrested. We all know that the 4 have been arrested were her ex-mother-in-law, her mother-in-law's boyfriend, and of course 2 of their friends, the Wombleys, Cole and Cora. And so they're behind bars right now, and it says that they, we had received some really grim news about these ladies. Our news was that they were, unalived and obviously sent to the pig farms. That's what we were hearing with boots on the ground, and it did take hold, because there was a lot of people that were speaking about that. And I'm very thankful that it looks like that may not be the case, and they have actually found the 2 there. So if you guys just give me just a second, I'll read the rest of this to you. So they did find in the rural Texas County, Oklahoma, after police began searching for the remains of the 2 Kansas moms who were missing more than 2 weeks ago. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation said Saturday night the deceased individuals will be transported to the medical examiner's office to determine identification as well as cause and manner of death. Veronica Butler, 27, and Jilian Kelley, 39, from Hugoton, Kansas, disappeared March 30th without a trace except for an abandoned car found on the side of the road. Their car was found 1,000 feet off the Oklahoma Highway 95 along the dirt path. OSBI, the FBI, and the Texas County Sheriff's Department found the bodies. A presser is scheduled for 10 a.m. Central Time, I'm assuming tomorrow. The Hugoton First Christian Church are grieving, gathering for prayers, hymns outside the family home of Kelley following Sunday service. After 2 weeks of hope, 2 families now know to mourn Kelley, a mother of 4, and Butler, a mother of 2. Tadbert Cullum, 43, Tiffany Michelle Adams, 54, Cole Earl Twombly, 50, and Cora Twombly, 44, were arrested in Texas and Cimarron counties, Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation said Saturday. All 4 were booked into the Texas County Jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree, according to the police. News Nation spotted an extraordinary show of law enforcement as they served 4 arrest warrants. News Nation crew, the only network on the ground to capture the exclusive footage following more than 20 SWAT and police vehicles to various locations. Outside one compound, News Nation heard an officer on a loudspeaker announcing, "We have a warrant for your arrest." All officers appeared heavily armed, wary of all who approached, drew guns to people to turn them back, including the News Nation's crew. Guys, it does appear that there have been a recovery for those that are just coming in. There has been a recovery of 2 bodies. Obviously, there's no identification right now, so we can't conclusively say that they're either of the 2 women. However, based on the information and based on the fact that we just had arrest, it sounds like somebody finally broke and told them what had happened. So we are getting this news right now. It's not the news that we want, but it's better than what we had, right? At least now they're heading to the medical examiner's office, which means that they're going to be able to be laid to rest and to be able to rest in peace. We have to remember there are 6 children right now that are suffering this grave loss. Out of all of us adults out here, we're grown-ups. We can handle it. If we can't handle it, we get through it. We find a way. It's those children. It's those children that will forever be scarred. It's those children that will forever be changed for the rest of their life. The PTSD that's going to come from this, the childhood trauma that is going to consume them in their adult years, the things that people don't think about. That grandmother destroyed her own grandchildren, and she didn't care. She didn't care because she had hate and evil in her body. That's the only way I can describe any person that is willing to sit there in your face and say you love your grandchildren and you take their own mother away. 6 children. 6 children that now have to live the rest of their entire life without their mother. A daughter that's going to go through life, go through changes, go through things that they need their mother for. This is a very, very cruel world. But I'm very thankful that they get to go home. I'm glad that they get to bring them home, because the news we were getting was very grim. It was terrifying. It was sad. And I was more concerned that they would never find them, to be honest with you. So this, as horrible of news this is actually, be honest with you, it's probably better news that they've gotten in a little bit of time. You know, they get their loved one back. They get to put their loved one to rest. Not that they should. None of this should be happening at all. So I'm going to read this one more time. We're only at 6 minutes. I'm not going to stay on here too long. It's late. I've been working all day long, and this just came in, so I wanted to make sure I got it out to you guys as soon as possible, and I'll go up and see if you guys have any questions or anything. So this is a News Nation article that came out just a little over an hour ago, and it says police recovered bodies in search for remains of missing Kansas moms. The two women were last seen March 30th. One woman was part of a bitter custody battle. 4 arrests were made, including the child's grandmother. 2 bodies were found in rural Texas County, Oklahoma, after police began searching for the remains of 2 Kansas moms who went missing more than 2 weeks ago, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation said Sunday night. The deceased individuals will be transported to a medical examiner's office to determine identification as well as cause and manner of death, police said. Veronica Butler, 27, and Jilian Kelley, 39, from Hugoton, Kansas, disappeared March 30th without a trace, except for an abandoned car on the side of the road. Their car was found 1,000 feet off Oklahoma State Highway 95 along a dirt path. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations, the FBI, and the Texas Sheriff's Department found the bodies. A presser is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. The congregants of the Hugoton First Christian Church are gathering for prayers and hymns outside the family home of Kelley following Sunday's service. After 2 weeks of hope, 2 local families now know to mourn Kelley, a mother of 4, and Butler, a mother of 2. Tadbert Cullum, 43, Tiffany Michelle Adams, 54, Cole L. Twombly, 50, and Cora Twombly, 44, were arrested in Texas and Cimarron County's Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations said Saturday night. So that's kind of the update we have for the 2 women. Again, as sad as the news this is really welcoming news. They have them. They can absolutely identify what happened to them specifically now that they have them, and they're going to be going to the medical examiner's office. This was really sad, and one of the reasons why I picked up this case so quickly and built up a Facebook page and everything for them is I knew time was of an essence for these girls. This was in a small town that we were absolutely for sure would not get the type of attention it deserved. And we're very thankful that this case gravitated to the mainstream media and people took interest in it, because no moms should ever have to worry going and getting their children to ever be attacked or taken out of their life. And this is just a sad ending, but when I ran this case, it's unfortunate a lot of these cases end this way, so it was expected, but it still breaks our heart, and this is why we do it. We want to make sure that they're brought home, and this family got to get their loved one back. So as sad as it is, just say a prayer for everybody, guys. God bless you. God moves mountains. It's Sunday, and the girls were brought home. Take care, guys. God bless.